How many of you third-gen Camaro owners here can relate to this? You hit that automatic trunk release button and this happens. Now, surprisingly, a number of Camaro owners don't even realize that their hatch should be able to fully open on its own. Now, mine wasn't too bad, it just needed a little nudge to open. However, if you're having this issue, today I'm going to show you exactly how to remove and replace your own rear hatch gas-assisted lift supports. Now, it's not really that hard to do, but you do need to take some precautions as the hatch is very heavy. So here is the gas-assisted lift supports that I had purchased. These ones are made by Strong Arm, and they were purchased from Rock Auto online. I'll leave the links in the description below. These ones here are the rear spoiler equipped version. You can see the matching rear defogger clips that are on both ends. If you don't have rear defoggers on yours, simply just ignore the clips. This particular model is the 4900. Now, before we begin, let's get into the list of items that you'll need for this. Alright, so in my case, we put on our gloves and we get started. First, it would be a good idea to disable the trunk light so we don't end up draining the battery. Now, I have an LED bulb in mind, but the procedure is exactly the same if you just have the stock bulb. It's held on with a spring connector. Simply compress the end, and while tipping the bulb upside down, it should just fall right out. Next, we remove the cap that covers the T50 bolt that holds the bottom of the lift support on. Now, this is completely optional, but I removed my cargo cover. And to remove, you simply press inwards on one end, and it'll just release itself. And again, optionally, I pushed back my seats just so I could be free of getting anything in the way. These hatches are very heavy. I believe around 70 to 80 pounds. More so if you have a rear wing, such as I do. Now is time to get your stick or your broom handle if that's what you decide to use. Now for me, just to protect my car, I wrap mine with a towel. Hey guys, if you like the videos in my channel, I would really appreciate it if you could please hit the subscribe button. Also, hit the little bell icon in order to get instant notification whenever I post any new videos on my channel. And, of course, be sure to like, comment, and share the videos. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get back to the video, shall we? The top is held on by a single bolt, and below is the rear defogger clip. I noticed on mine, my rear defogger clip has the entire piece missing, as you can see from my passenger side, which I believe a mechanic must have changed. You want to ensure that the new lift support is going on correctly. You want the larger ring, which is sometimes a roller bearing, to go on the inside towards the panel, and the smaller ring up against the head of the bolt. Now, before you start to unbolt your lift support, it would be a good idea to lay the new one where it's easily reachable and that the ends are turned the correct way. Easy to say, but you just don't want to unbolt them and then realize that you now have to spin the ends around. Okay, let's unplug the rear defogger clip. And then, of course, our rear defogger clip. Next, remove the 8mm bolt. Now, before you pull off the top lift support, be sure to brace the hatch as you do that and make sure it is secure. Remove only one lift support at once. Now, I've seen YouTube videos online where they removed both at the same time and relied on the stick or the broom handle that they were using to hold up that entire 70 plus pounds of hatch. I don't think that's a good idea. You don't want that thing to come crashing down on you or just shattering the glass altogether. Be smart, remove only one at a time. Anyways, remove the lift support by removing the bolt with a T50 socket. You might need to manually loosen it with a wrench before using your drill, as they can be really torqued on. Now is the time to replace your lift support with your new one. Remember that the larger space is to go towards the outside of the car and the smaller towards the inside of the car, up against the bolt. I would suggest to manually twist on the bolt, as you could easily strip the threads if you're not careful. And tighten down. Lift up the hatch and pop on the top part of the lift support. Screw in the bolt by hand and finish with your wrench. Then plug back the top rear defogger clip and the bottom, and then just replace all the trim pieces that you had removed. And of course, if you did what I did, be sure to put back your cargo cover and lift your seats back up. Now, to show you how it is quite easy to do, here is me replacing the passenger seat side. First, I remove the bolt cap, unplug the defogger clip and the top defogger clip. Next, I unbolt the top of the lift support and have my brace ready. However, I did realize that the new strut on the other side was actually really strong, and it was able to hold the hatch much more than the old one. So I didn't end up using the brace after all. I just held the rest up manually. Now I unbolt the bottom T50 bolt manually first to loosen it, then finish by using my drill. Easily reach for the new one. Screw on the T50 manually so not to cross thread. Finish with the drill. Pop on the other end and screw on. Then I use the socket wrench to manually torque down the T50 bolt. Plug back in the rear defogger clip. And pop back on the bottom trim cap. Okay guys, the moment of truth. Let's see if this worked. Oh man, check that out. That is how it should be. And now you can be thankful because you saved money rather than getting someone else to do it. It wasn't that hard. You just take some precautions. Alright guys, thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next video.
Alright, and with that, I'd like to conclude this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And be sure to click the little bell icon to be notified of each new video I post. Thank you for watching, and till next time.